Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from San Diego in California. Hope you're all having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1527, Survive Day 2. I have to tell you, my heart is overflowing with gratitude and love for my grandkids. I am having such a blast with them. Ups, downs, it doesn't matter. It's an awesome time, and I am super grateful for the blessing of grandkids. If you're a grandparent, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. I am exhausted, but I am on such a high of getting a chance to take care of my grandkids for 4 days. So day 2, we survived. Started a little earlier when I got a text message at 4:30 from the parents replying to my text messages from last night. And that unfortunately woke up the kids who are directly above, the older two are directly above the room that I'm in. And I could hear them playing around in that, and I thought, they're fine. They're going to come. They won't come down until it's time to come down. So I was in my bathroom here and having a shower when I heard the door open, and I hear Grandma, and I'm like, get out. I'll be out in a minute. And so the door closed again, and so I quickly finished my shower and got out, got dressed, and it was like 5:45. And all 3 kids were downstairs. And I was sort of like, okay. So I got them breakfast. I got them fed breakfast, made their lunches for school, got their lunch boxes all packed up. And I was feeling great. And by like 6:10, everything was ready for them. So they just spent the rest of the time playing. They got to FaceTime with their parents. But it was a good morning. Got them dropped off at school. Didn't get lost going to the schools. And then I did a quick trip to Walmart because I had to pick up a couple of things that I forgot to bring with me. There was a spider climbing up the wall. Thankfully, it's a little spider. It's one of those harmless ones. And then came back and had breakfast. Got stuck into my genealogy project I'm working on, which is proving to be a huge challenge. And I have to tell you, I know a lot of ways to get around brick walls that come up. This one is proving a massive brick wall, but that's okay because it's challenging me to try different methods, to try different techniques to get around the problems that I'm having of finding this person. And this person could be in 2 locations. It could be the US, it could be a different country. The census says what country they were born in, although one conflicts with the other one. Man, that got over there really fast. Out of the 3 census reports I can find them on, the middle one says that they were born in a different country. The other 2 state that they were born, well, actually, one states he was born out of the country to American parents. One states that he was born in a different country, and the other one states he was born in California. So he's proven to be a little bit of a challenge, but that's okay because there's ways you can get around brick walls. And so this one is, I am loving this assignment this project because it is challenging me to think outside the box when it comes to doing research. And I'm absolutely loving every single minute of it. I've got this Excel spreadsheet set up. Every time I find his name, I'm plugging it in. Is it the same person? Is it his father? Unfortunately, his father and him both have the same name. Because one's a senior, one's a junior. So that makes it a little challenging at times, especially when you see directories or voter records. It's like, okay, which one is this? Is this the father or is this the son? But yeah, it's a very challenging, this will be my most challenging project that I've had to date. And I've had some challenges, but this is proving to be the most challenging one I've ever had. And trying to find workarounds and coming from different approaches and things. And so I'll work on it for a bit and then walk away. Leave it, go do something else completely different, go work on a different project, go do some learning, go do something completely different that is non-genealogy related. And then I can come back to it later on with fresh eyes, a fresh brain, and that sort of stuff. I've even mind mapped out different things different techniques and everything that I can try as well. So I'm loving the challenge that it's providing because it's helping me grow as a genealogist and finding creative ways to get around some brick walls that come up in genealogy. And I have books. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring all of them with me because it's a huge pile of books that have different techniques for getting around brick walls. Some of those I've already tried, and when I get home on Monday, I'll be diving into more of those techniques to see if I can find more. Fortunately, I have some of those ones on. I have some of those books electronically as well, so I'm able to look into there as well. But it is such a blast working on this project, and definitely providing a huge challenge, and I'm loving every minute of it. Picked up the kid, then I went and picked up the kids from school, and decided, what's something I could do with them. And I thought, I know, let's go get them a book. So we went to Barnes and Noble, and it was really cool. So I get into the kids section, and I told them you can choose one book each, and go. Well, I spent most of the time with the 2.5-year-old running around the kids section, trying to play hide and seek with Grandma, trying to see how quickly he could get away from Grandma and not have to choose a book. But he finally found one that he liked, and so we got him that one. But when I went to check out, it was really fun because Barnes and Noble have redone all of their membership programs, and I have been a member of theirs for eons, and so long that I have the original membership card that they right back when they first started having memberships. It's tattered. The plastic laminate on it's peeling off. It looks really trash, but I love bringing that card up so I can go, this is an old card. I go, oh yeah, I was, joined up during the first year that they had the membership available. But now they've issued us all with brand new cards, and they've changed the program and everything. And why is my fan going off? Bathroom fan keeps coming on. I don't know why. Anyway, and so I got to use the card for the first time today, and she looks and she goes, oh, have you got your free tote yet? And I went, no. And she goes, oh, as a premier member, you get a free tote bag on the first time you use your card. And I went, oh. She said, would you like to pick it up today? I went, sure. So I had the choice of blue, gray, or black. So I went blue, and got my tote bag. So she put the 3 books into that bag, and now I have another tote bag, one from Barnes and Noble. So, and for those that don't know, I used to spend a lot of time in Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble and Michael's were my home away from home. And when Brad was going through cancer and I needed to take a break, I would drive the 15 minutes from home to either Barnes and Noble or Michael and just spend time wandering around. Sometimes and up until that point, it was very rare for me to walk out without making a purchase in either store. And so it became my home away from home, where I could just go in and go and relax and de-stress. And it's just something about the smell of books, or something about the smell of a craft store that, I don't know, it just relaxes me. And so I've spent a lot of time over the years in Barnes and Noble, spent a lot of money with them as well. So they've been my home away from home. And so it was good to be back in there today and to take the grandkids in there and help and get them to select their own books and stuff. And so when we got home, they had to take their shoes off, put their lunch boxes in the kitchen. And then they were able to sit down quietly and read their books, which they did until I had dinner ready. So they sat quietly and read their new books, and I got their dinner ready, then fed them, and then it was a shower, bedtime stories, and sleep. And so I was a lot late in getting them to bed tonight. But then we did do the divert to Barnes and Noble, and then came home. And normally we come home, I start dinner prep. Last night I came home, we did dinner prep straight away, so they were fed a lot earlier than they were tonight. But they're all up there, and they've been told again. They got reminded today by their mum that they're not to get up until the light goes off on their alarm clock. There's a light that comes on that tells them it's time to get up. So they're not allowed to leave their room before then. They can go to the bathroom and stuff like that, but they have to go back. They have to stay in their room. They can't come downstairs until the light comes on their alarm clock. So we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. But tomorrow's going to be fun. The middle one's got his soccer game on tomorrow, so I get to watch him play soccer, which is going to be fun. So it's going to be a fun day, and then it's home for a quiet afternoon, and we'll see what happens then. So anyway, that's it from me for today. Hope you all have a super fantastic, sparkling day. If you are a grandparent, what is one of your favorite things to do with your grandkids? When you have the grandkids over, what is one activity that you absolutely love to do with them every single time? I like to play with my grandkids. I like to sit and read with them. But I will tell you what gives me I love storytelling. I love getting a book and I love reading it. I love doing the voices and making the story come alive for them instead of, you don't just read, you act out the book basically, using the different voices and stuff. And I love doing that. But what gives me the most joy when it comes to story time is when they sit down and read to me their first readers and stuff, when they start reading to me, is just such an incredible feeling. Um, and to watch them sit and read their own books and stuff is really cool as well. So that's as much as I love storytelling, I love it when the kids can sit down with a book and read it to me. And the first time they do that is just such a special, special thing, because I absolutely love to read, and I love sharing the love of reading with my grandkids, um, and the art of storytelling with them as well. So I come from a long line of storytellers, so they're going to get to learn about storytelling and how to bring books alive and things like that. So it's been an awesome, awesome day. I've survived day 2, day 3 tomorrow. It's a weekend, so I get the kids all day tomorrow, all day, most of the day on Sunday. Their parents get home Sunday night. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to nap tomorrow. I did sneak in a little nap today, just a little one, before I went and picked up the kids. But anyway, go out, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you back here tomorrow, probably between 8 and 8:30 Pacific time. Sorry, I can't give you a definite time, but it depends what time I get the kids to be, get them settled, and then get to come down here. So go out and have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you tomorrow. Hey, Konera.